Hello, scientists. Welcome to a new week. We had yesterday, Monday off, so today is Tuesday, and we're introducing a new TEK today. So we're moving on past our TEK on forces, and we are introducing this new one. So let's take a look at it and see what we're going to be focusing on this week. So this week it's TEK 4.6a, and it says we are going to differentiate. It's a fancy word. We'll go over what that means here in a minute. Differentiate among forms of energy. Now there are 5 different kinds of forms of energy we're going to talk about. So it says including mechanical, that's our first form of energy. Sound, that's our second form of energy. Electrical, it's our third form of energy. Light is our fourth form of energy, and thermal is our fifth form of energy. Now, what are we going to do with these forms of energy? It says we're going to differentiate. Now that means that's a really kind of technical term for we're going to tell the difference between. So like, can you tell the difference between those different types of energy? Can you tell the difference? Right? Can you tell the difference between these forms of energy? So we're going to do a foldable here in a minute about these 5 different types of energy, and we'll be writing down some notes about each of those. So right now, if you're here at school, you just need to make sure you have something to write with, and your teacher should have handed you a sheet of paper. If you are at home watching this video, make sure you have something to write with, and then if you have a sheet of paper, go ahead and grab that. We're going to make a foldable. If you don't have the materials to make a foldable, you can just write down the information on that sheet of paper. So the 5 different types of energy. We have mechanical, sound, electrical, light, and thermal. Now we are going to use kind of a phrase to help us remember these different types of energy. So look what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with mechanical. Mechanical starts with an M, right? Then I'm going to go electrical. Then I'm going to go light. Then thermal. Then sound. So we're going to use this word melts to help us remember the different types of energy. And we're going to create a foldable right now and write down some notes about each of these types of energy. So I'm going to shift this over and grab a sheet of paper. So here you go, I just have a blank sheet of paper. If you have a sheet of notebook paper, that would work at home. If you don't have that, you can just write down your notes on in your spiral in your journal or something like that. If you're here at school, either me or Miss Ellis will hand you a sheet of paper that you can do, but you need to follow along with us, and we're going to take these notes together. So on our sheet of paper, I'm going to fold it in half horizontally. So that's going across, or some people, call that hot dog style. So I'm going to fold that up horizontally, and we're going to make different sections. So here I have melts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different letters. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different flaps. Now to make 5 flaps on my foldable, I'm actually only going to need to make 4 cuts. So I'm going to just draw 4 lines. They don't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. And look, mine are not perfect. Look, my first ones are much bigger than the ones at the end, and that's okay because it doesn't have to be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to cut just the top flap all the way up along my line up to the edge. So I end up having a flap that opens and I can write inside. So I'm going to do that for all of these here. So go ahead and right now, while you're watching, you can kind of pause and cut with me as we make this foldable together. Flip up, and I have my last one. So I should end up with 5 flaps that open and shut, and I can write underneath. Oh, there's the last one. All right, so here we go. We're going to write melts. So I'm going to put a big M right here, a big E on this one, an L, T, and an S. And we're going to label what these different types of energy are. So I'm going to use my T because that's what has the words on it, so I know how to spell it correctly. So M stood for mechanical energy. So I'm going to write mechanical right here, and you write it as well. MECHANICAL. Now, as you're watching, if you need to pause and catch up, you can. All right, E stands for electrical. L stands for light. T stands for thermal. And S stands for sound. So these are the 5 different types of energy that we're going to be studying this week. So let's start with mechanical. If you need to pause to catch up and make sure yours is on task, do that. So pause right now and make sure yours is ready to go before we take notes. I'm going to move kind of quickly, but you pause it and work at your own pace and make sure you're keeping up with us, okay? So mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is formed by movements. Mechanical energy is always, I'm going to cross out this, always have to do with movement is the key word. Right? Movement. Mechanical energy always has to do with movement. So think about maybe like a ceiling fan, right? A ceiling fan is spinning round and round and round and round, right? That's using mechanical energy. Or a bicycle, right? Or you're pedaling and pedaling and pedaling the feet and it's moving. That is mechanical energy. So we're going to write the definition and draw a picture for each of our flaps here. So I'm going to draw a picture of a ceiling fan. You can draw a bicycle. Basically anything that moves is mechanical energy, right? Me moving my arm, I'm using mechanical energy. Anything that moves is mechanical energy. I'm going to draw a fan. Let's see. Oh gosh. Don't judge my drawing skills, you guys. Okay. Fan blades. Sure. You know, let's give it a... Here's a fan. Yeah. It's got a base. I don't know, with a button. Buttons, whatever, yes, something like this, right? And it's spinning round and round and round and round. It has movement, right? This is mechanical energy. Go ahead and pause and finish your drawing. I'm going to keep going. All right. Electrical. Electrical energy, right, uses, what would you guess? Electricity. You know, don't judge my, I'm sure I'm spelling things wrong and that's okay, right? Scientists, I'm focused on the content here. I can make corrections to my spelling later. All right, electrical energy uses electricity. Look around the room you're in right now. I guarantee you, you will probably see something that is using electrical energy. Even in my room right now, just me recording this video is using electrical energy. You can draw a plug, you can draw an outlet. I'm going to draw an outlet. I'm going to try to draw an outlet anyway. Let's see. Something like this, right? With our plugs. Where you plug it in. Or you could draw a plug, something, draw anything that uses electrical energy. Draw anything you want, right? That uses electrical energy. So electrical energy uses electricity. All right, let's keep going. Light. This one should be pretty self-explanatory, right? Light energy. Think about some examples like light bulbs. Can you think of anything else? The big one? that we use to live life, right? The big thing, right, is the sun. Gives off light energy, right? So we can see. I'm going to draw a picture of the sun. Light energy. Or you could draw a light bulb. Let's see if I can draw a light bulb. There you go. So, and it's going to be shining, right? We have light energy. Last one, not last one. Next one is thermal. Thermal is the technical term for, guess what? Heat energy. Goodness. Thermal is the technical term for heat energy. So think about things that give off heat, maybe like fire. The sun is where we get most of our heat energy in the world. Not most, that's where we get our heat energy, right? The sun. So things that get hot, right? Heat energy. You could draw a picture of the sun again, right? Gives off heat. You could draw fire. I don't know if I can draw flames. Let's see. It's as good as I'm gonna get, right? Here's some logs. Who knows? Right? Remember, your drawings don't have to be great. It's a pretty good fire if I think so. Right? Heat energy. And then the very last one is sound energy. So things that you can hear. And the most important thing we need to remember about sound energy is sound is caused by vibrations. So sound is caused by vibrations. If you think about it, if you like hum, so everyone like, if you hum like this, and you put your hand on your throat, you can feel your throat vibrating. Even when you're talking like this, if you put your hand right here, just real gently, you can feel the vibrations as you're speaking because your vocal cords are rubbing together. So sound is caused by vibrations. Have you ever like looked at a speaker and you can see the speaker like moving, right? It's vibrating and you can tell. I'm going to draw, I guess, a speaker. Let's see if I can draw a speaker box. Right, and maybe some, I don't know how to draw vibrations. It's wiggling like this. Makes it look like it's wiggling. Looks kind of like a record player, but you get the idea, right? Sound is coming out. It's caused by vibrations. So those are our our 5 types of energy that we're going to study this week. So go ahead and make this and finish this if you need to. So list mechanical is caused by movement. Electrical energy, right, is something that uses electricity. Light energy, right, mainly comes from the sun. Light bulbs, they help us see. Thermal energy is heat energy, right, like fire or the sun. And then sound energy is caused by vibrations. So make sure you have all 5 of those. And this week, as you're working on your assignments, we're going to focus like on a different type of energy a day as we look and dive into all these different types of energy. On the next page, I think we're going to do something off STEMscope, so make sure you read the instructions and good luck.